Alright, welcome back to Pac-Manufactured, a series all about Pac-Man clones. In this episode we're taking a look at Pac-Man 500, developed by Jot D666 and released for the Amiga in 2023. Now this was recommended to us by Beyond developer Adam Freeman. We previously looked at Beyond on the channel, so I'd definitely go and check that video out as well if you want to go and see what Adam Freeman's been working on in regards to Pac-Man clones. But yeah, this is a Amiga 500 port, essentially, of the original Pac-Man arcade game. And I say port over clone because it's trying to be as accurate as possible to the original arcade game. It's obviously an unofficial thing, it's not fully licensed, so it is a clone in that regard. But the scope of this is very much, let's try and bring an arcade-accurate version of Pac-Man to the Amiga 500. So as a result, we get the full maze on screen, completely locked. You don't have to scroll to see all of it. And what it's done is moved the HUD to the side of the maze to basically accommodate the full maze. Like some of the more modern Pac-Man ports out there, they also do that as well. And it's a great feature, I've got to say. It means the whole thing is on screen, you don't have to scroll, you can see where everything is at any given point, exactly where the ghosts are, so you can play the game strategically, which is exactly the way I like to play my Pac-Man. Yeah, it's a really, really good version. The AI in particular is also incredibly accurate to the arcade game, so no weird behaviours in this whatsoever. But other than that, it's mechanically identical to the original Pac-Man. You have power pills so that you can eat ghosts for a limited amount of time. You have fruit drops in the middle of the maze, which give you bonus points. And every 2 stages you also get the cutscenes as well, so they've been included in this port as well. This is basically as accurate a port of Pac-Man you could want on the Amiga, which never really received an official Pac-Man port. There are lots of clones on the Amiga, we've even looked at lots of Amiga clones on this channel already, but this is the most accurate take on Pac-Man I've seen on the platform, and as a result it's extremely playable. No issues with the controls whatsoever, it's the proper 4-way directional movement, no sort of stickiness, no turning into walls and stopping as you move down the corridors. You can sort of preload your movements into the junctions by holding directions, and then yeah, you'll go into that direction as you hit the junction, which is the classic Pac-Man movement which I know and love and will always prefer using. Yeah, there's very little bad I can say about this. It's pretty much a perfect Pac-Man clone for the Amiga 500, and granted, I appreciate that audience is a lot smaller now than it was back when the computer was being actively supported, but even nowadays you can still appreciate this just for the sheer accuracy of what they've built. Yeah, it's an easy recommendation, this. If you have an Amiga and want to play this on real hardware, you can do so. It's easy to download. I've stuck a link in the description if you want to get access to it via the itch page, and I would highly recommend that you do. Yeah, this is a great little Pac-Man clone, a very, very accurate take on the arcade game, now available on the Amiga. Highly recommended. Definitely check it out.